Good morning, students. I welcome you all. Myself, Baby Rawat, your English teacher. I hope you all are fine and safe along with your family members. Today, I will start second part of the chapter Lost Spring. In first part, we read about Simapuri, a place on the border of Delhi, and Sahib was the main character in that story. Now, second story is about the bangle makers of Firozabad, and Mukesh is the main character. So, with this, let's begin. Title of this part is I Want to Drive a Car. Mukesh insists on being his own master. I will be a motor mechanic, he announces. Now, as already I have told you, that writer who is Anees Jung, and she meets because she is a writer, columnist, editor. So she meets such people, different people. So here she is telling us about the bangle makers of Firozabad, and Mukesh is one among them. Now he says that he wants to be a motor mechanic. Do you know anything about cars? I asked. Now I is Anees Jung, writer. Now when she asked that did he know anything about cars? What was the answer of Mukesh? I will learn to drive a car. He answers looking straight into my eyes. His dream looms like a mirage amidst the dust of streets that fill his town, Firozabad, famous for its bangles. So here, when writer asked Mukesh that whether he was aware about cars and did he know anything about cars, so he said that he would learn to drive, and that time his eyes were brightening. But what our writer thought, that his dreams looms means seems, and mirage means empty imagination. It means she feels that it is only a dream which cannot be true. Mirage is this word is used sometimes in sand and in desert. When a person is thirsty, he or she feels that water is there. He feels that, but when he goes near, he comes to know that there was no water, but it was only a mirage. So this word is used for that also. But here in this line, meaning of this word is empty imagination. The dust of streets that fill. Now it is description of Firozabad, that streets of Firozabad are full of dust, and Firozabad is famous for its bangles. So now a writer is saying that like the dust of streets of Firozabad, his dreams. Whose dreams? Mukesh. Mukesh's dreams are queer imagination, not reality. Every other family in Firozabad is engaged in making bangles. It is the center of India's glass blowing industry, where families have spent generations working around furnaces, welding glass, making bangles for all the women in the land, it seems. Now, in Firozabad, every second family is engaged in this bangle making. And Firozabad is the center of India's glass blowing industry, where families, generation by generations, they have spent their lives in this industry, which is glass making, working around furnaces. Now, what is furnaces? Furnaces is you can say a closed container or a closed room where heat is produced. And why this heat is produced? Because bangle making is done there. Welding is a process of joining something. Glass, making bangles. So here because already I have told you that Firozabad is famous for its bangles, and it is the center of India's glass blowing industry. So now what writer is saying that generations by generations people are working here in those furnaces, in those closed rooms, and what do they do there? They do the process of joining bangles. For all the women in the land means land is used for the world. So it seems that women in the world everywhere wear bangles of Firozabad. Mukesh's family is among them. None of them know that it is an illegal for children like him to work in the glass furnaces with high temperatures in dingy cells without air and light. Now family of Mukesh is also engaged in that industry, glass making, bangle making, but they are not aware. Illegal means against the law. So nobody knows that it is illegal for children to work in those glass furnaces, those closed rooms without where temperature is very high, in dark. Dingy means dark rooms, cells is rooms without air and light. Without air and light means no ventilation is there. That the law, if enforced, could get him and all those 20,000 children out of the hot furnaces where they slog their daylight hours, often losing the brightness of their eye. Now the brightness of their eye means power to see, and slog. This word slog means working hard, to work hard. So now writer says that if law is enforced there, means if law is brought into force, then Mukesh and other children, those 20,000 children who are working there, they can be free from those hot rooms where they work very hard in daylight, and sometimes, often means sometimes, most of the time, many of the children, they lose power to see because of that hot atmosphere. Mukesh's eye beamed as he volunteered to take me home, which he proudly says is being rebuilt. Now Mukesh asked writer to go to his home, and he proudly says, what did he say? That they are rebuilding their house. And when he was telling all these things, his eyes were, beam means shining. There was a shine in his eyes when he offered writer to go to his home. We walked down stinking lanes choked with garbage, past homes and remain hovels with crumbling walls, wobbly doors, no windows, crowded with families of humans and animals coexisting in a primeval state. Now writer, here is description of that area where Mukesh lives, and he says, she says that when they were walking there, it was stinking. Stinking means foul smell. So streets, lanes is streets. So lanes were giving foul smells, and choked means blocked with garbage, and those streets were blocked with garbage means garbage was there everywhere. Past homes that remain hovels. Hovels means slums, very small houses, dirty houses. With crumbling means falling down, means their walls were not strong. Wobbly doors, no windows, and wobbly means unsteady, not strong. Doors, windows, no windows were there. Crowded with families of humans and animals coexisting in a primeval. Now what is this primeval? Prehistoric state. So when writer went there, she saw that all were living like animals, means their living standard was like animals, and all were living together, whether animals or humans. He stops at the door of one such house, bangs a wobbly iron door with his foot, and pushes it open. Now, when he stops, when his house came, Mukesh's house, he stopped there, and he pounds. Bangs means pounds a door. It was an iron door with his foot and pushes it open. He opened that. We enter a half-built shack. In one part of it, thatched with the dead grass, is a firewood stove over which sits a large vessel of sizzling spinach leaves. And when they went there, when they entered, writer is saying that she saw a half-built house, and in one part she saw thatched with dead grass, means dry grass was there, and firewood stove, they were something they were preparing, which sits a large vessel of sizzling, means boiling. So she saw that spinach leaves were boiling on the ground in large aluminium platters. Platters means large plates are more chopped vegetables, and she saw that on the ground in large aluminium platters, more chopped, means cut vegetables were there. A frail young woman is cooking the evening meal for the whole family. Frail means weak. So one weak, thin lady, she was preparing dinner. Through eyes filled with smoke, she smiles. Though there was smoke, but she was smiling. She is the wife of Mukesh's elder brother. Not much older in years, she has begun to command respect as the Bahu, the daughter-in-law of the house, already in charge of 3 men, her husband Mukesh and their father. Now she is the only lady there, and apart from her, her husband, Mukesh's brother, and Mukesh's father. So 3 male members were there, and though her age was not much, but still she was a Bahu, so she was doing everything there. When the older man enters, older man is used for father of Mukesh, she gently withdraws behind the broken wall and brings her veil closer to her face. Veil is curtain, is used for curtain. So she, when her father-in-law, means Mukesh's father, entered, that older man, she just brought her veil on her face. As custom demands, daughter-in-law must veil their faces before male elders. So nowadays also in many parts of India, this custom is practiced, that ladies, they wear veil whenever their father-in-law or elder brother-in-law are near. In this case, the elder is an impoverished bangle maker. So in this case, elder means that father is impoverished, means poor. He is a bangle maker. Despite long years of hard labor, first as a tailor, then a bangle maker, he has failed to renovate a house, send his 2 sons to school. Now, writer is saying that though he worked hard for full life, earlier he was a tailor, and after that he changed his profession and he became bangle maker. But despite of that also, he was not able to renovate his house, or he was not able to send his 2 sons, Mukesh and his elder brother, to school. All he has managed to do is teach them what he knows, the art of making bangles. So only one thing he could teach them, and what was that thing? The art of bangle making. So that's all for today, students. Now today's homework is, read this part, second part, I want to drive a car, carefully, so that when I'll explain you, you will be able to understand easily. With this, I wish you good health, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you.